Kahlil Gibran once said, "The optimist sees the roses and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious of the rose." Those who are able to focus on the roses of their life are far more content than those who concentrate on the thorns. Although one might think that positive thinking means to ignore all the negative aspects of life, this is not so. So what is positive thinking? I believe that positive thinking directly correlates to the amount of happiness in one's life. A person who has the capability of approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook is far more gratified than those who don't. It is essential that one looks at life with a positive perspective and tries to see the best in other people. Although our world has faced a series of tragedies that have immensely affected us, it is always our responsibility to detect the silver lining. We see this choice of being positive in the disasters that commonly strike our world. Take 9/11 for example. This horrifying event impacted millions due to the heart-wrenching death of many loved ones and the collapse of the economy. It was a regular Tuesday morning when a series of coordinated terrorist attacks took over New York City. The question that was floating in people's minds was how? How could people be so diabolical and plan to become a distributor of anguish and pain? Although we will never be able to understand why this could happen, I believe that it is our sole duty to look at the brighter side of the situation to be able to live life to the fullest. Many families not only lost their loved ones but their wealth as well. Huge tragedies like 9/11 teach us to appreciate certain aspects of life that we may have taken for granted before. By no means am I saying that 9/11 was a positive event. However, we must make the best of the situation. Those who have a pessimistic perspective not only will experience extreme discontent, but will never be able to accept or even acknowledge what happened. So, will you choose to respond to the tragedy by becoming distressed? Or will you choose to celebrate your loved ones and appreciate what you have? The choice is yours. Similarly, I was faced with this choice when I realized that my once good friend and I were no longer close. Although at first it made me bitter and resentful, I had to look at the positives of the situation. There were obvious reasons why we were drifting apart due to the fact we both became different people. However, I made the choice to recognize that we were most likely better off and happier without each other. If I had chose to focus on the fact that it was disheartening that we were no longer friends, it would only prevent me from experiencing happiness in other aspects of my life. Naturally, hardships such as these are prevalent on a much larger scale. However, it is important that we always maintain the same positive attitude regardless of the adversity we face. Whether you are acknowledging the vibrant red petals of a rose or discovering the silver lining among the clouds, it will essentially help you to overcome the obstacles that life may bring and compel you to look at the world through rose-colored lenses.